Sohag Jewelers, timeless jewelry for generations.
खाना खाना जितना आसान है, अब खाना बनाना भी उतना ही आसान हो जाएगा। 10 ही मिनटों में बनाइए अपने पसंदीदा डिशेस, चाहे वो हो शाही पनीर, दाल मखनी, तंदूरी वेजिटेबल्स या फिर दाल तड़का या फिर सीधी सादी भिंडी फ्राई। क्वींस करी किचन की तरफ से आपके लिए है 4 मसालों की शानदार रेंज, इजी करी। आज ही लाइए और जब आपके घर में खुशबुएं उठेंगी तो सब पूछेंगे आखिर ये खाना कौन से रेस्टोरेंट से मंगवाया है। आज ही कॉल कीजिए 5166100203 या फिर हमारी वेबसाइट के थ्रू ऑनलाइन ऑर्डर्स प्लेस कीजिए www.queenscurrykitchen.com। फ्री शिपिंग ऑल ओवर द US।
The wonderful Rashmi and Janak Bedi. They are here finally. Good to meet them. They are single-handedly responsible for making this evening.
Hello everyone, welcome to my show. I'm your host SNEHA Vishal. Today we have a very lovely guest who is the winner of Miss Bharat USA 2019, SHEETAL Krovi.
The winner of Miss Bharat USA 2019 is Miss SHEETAL Krovi.
Hello SHEETAL, welcome to the show.
Hi Sneha, thank you so much.
That was a lovely clip. So tell me, how was that feeling when you were announced as the winner?
Oh my goodness, it was unbelievable. It felt surreal for a moment. It was just, the crowning moment is always magical, and I'm lucky enough to have experienced it twice, at the state level and at Miss Bharat USA. It was amazing. It was just walking on stage and going in front of everyone and the crown being put on your head. You just feel like a true queen. It was amazing.
And you're looking so beautiful today and so gorgeous.
Thank you so much. So are you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So tell me, what was that made you stand out from other contestants, and what made you the winner?
So I think there's definitely a couple of factors that are key in being awarded the title. One thing is definitely confidence and the way you carry yourself, because it shows that you believe in yourself. So that makes the judges believe in your abilities too. And another thing is being eloquent and well-spoken and really having a purpose. So I think, voiced my passions and my purpose. Mine is fashion with a purpose, so art with advocacy. And I want to make sure that when I become a fashion designer and enter the fashion world, I want to make sure to break boundaries and break stereotypes. So that's what I spoke about. And it's definitely, just being very real with the people and conveying exactly who you are and what your purpose is and what you'll do once you get the crown. So you just have to be very, very vocal in your opinions.
That's very nice. So tell us, how did you prepare for the pageant, and like what did you focus more on?
Yeah. So Miss Bharat USA was I had a little bit of background already through the state level through Miss Bharat New England, and so for Miss Bharat USA it was all about taking it to the next level, taking my talent round, taking my outfits, my creativity, everything to the next level. So I prepared by, obviously you have to practice your choreography, you have to practice your walks, you have to make sure you add that sass, your own type of sass into your walk. So preparation was actually really fun because I love pageants. This is something I love doing. I love being on stage. It just gives me so much confidence and a feeling of euphoria. So I love being on stage. I'm really in my element when I'm on stage. So preparation was just, it was like, it was just pure enjoyment.
So did you put any dedicated hours for the practice, like you're walking
Yeah.
or question
Mhm.
answers?
Yes, definitely. I definitely looked up a bunch of question answers. I looked at different rounds from pageants, from Miss World, from Miss Universe, Miss India. I looked at different questions and I tried to answer them myself, like within the given time. So I would watch a video and I would pause it, and then in the time that is given, I would try to answer it myself and then compare my answers to other contestants. So yeah, it's just about, really voicing your opinions and your thoughts and being as authentic as possible, because people want to see who you are. People want to see what your thoughts are. So it's just about practicing, being comfortable in speaking your mind and doing that on stage, because obviously there's an element of stage fright, right? Everybody's looking at you. So you just sort of have to practice what you're about to say and just really know your material.
Nice. So Sheetal, tell us, how would you describe your life journey so far?
My life journey my life has been very eventful. I was born in Brazil and I grew up there for 4 to 5 years. After that, I moved to India and then I moved to the US. So it's been constant traveling and getting to know a lot of cultures and being a part of so many different types of communities and people. So my life has been very eventful, and I also met a fire accident 5 years ago, and that completely shook my world. My family and I underwent sort of this traumatic event that we turned into a very positive event for us, and all of us tried to take away something really positive from that very difficult event. So I think all of us are warriors in my family. The women in my family are especially strong, and I really look up to them. So yeah, my life has definitely been eventful.
That's really nice. And how you have coped up, that's really great.
Yeah.
So tell us about your hobbies.
So my hobbies are fashion design. Obviously, I aspire to become a fashion designer and have my own label one day. Aside from that, I really enjoy singing, dancing, acting, modeling, photography. Yeah, these are just, I love also like public speaking. So that's why Miss Bharat is the perfect platform for me, because as you can see, I can express all of my interests on one stage. Miss Bharat, like you can sing and dance in the talent round, public speaking, obviously, because you're on stage and you have to have that skill, and then acting, modeling. So I love Miss Bharat so much because it allows me to express who I am, all of my feels in just one stage.
So you always liked dancing from the beginning, like from childhood?
Yeah, I've always just loved dancing. I never trained formally, but I would always just watch videos, come up with my own choreography. And singing, I was a classical singer. I trained classical singing for 7 years.
Wow. Would you sing a
Yeah.
line for us?
A line? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do something classical.
Sure.
Kala harana melara hare. Kala harana melara hare. Sita Rama.
No, that's pretty, so beautiful.
Thank you.
So were you always fashion oriented? Like or it's like as you were growing, you were seeing that, oh, I love fashion?
Yeah. So for me, actually, since I was 4 years old, I used to take a little notebook and I used to start sketching outfits. I used to sketch jewelry. So for me, it's been a passion from the beginning. And my mom also, she always used to dress me up when I was little. So growing up, I started loving fashion and starting to learn more about, what fashion design is all about. So it's been a passion for pretty much since I was little.
So what does fashion mean to you?
Fashion to me means expressing who you are in the most stylish way possible. Fashion is a form of communication that can be conveyed without using any words. Someone can look at you and make an opinion about who you are and how you express yourself based on the clothing that you're wearing. So I think it's a brilliant form of communication. It's an art form. It's an art form like singing or dancing where you can express yourself, except it's through clothing.
Nice. And Sheetal, how has this winning impacted your life? Like the winner of Bharat USA, right? How
Mhm.
did that impact your life? What are you doing with that right now? With the
So it
title?
impacted my life because obviously it gave me a huge sense of responsibility, and it gave me more of a purpose and a platform to convey my passions. So, for example, fashion with a purpose is something that I really believe in. And through this platform, I now have an identity. I'm someone that people will listen to. And for example, this interview, I have a platform where I can express, right, my passions. So
Right.
it gave me an identity. And it was after Miss Bharat USA, it was after winning that competition that I started going to college. So it also gave me, a sense of purpose amongst all my other peers. And I mean, this crown is, as you can see, it's huge and it's a huge responsibility. So I've also tried to participate more in advocacy on social media, like on Instagram, just voicing my thoughts, because now I have a title, and sort of a title gives people something more to pay attention to. So I think it
Correct.
makes you more important, so people actually listen to you.
Correct. And as we know, right, the beauty queens always give back to the community. So what are you doing with that? Like, what platform have you chosen?
So to give back to the community, I'm a fashion design major, right? So I'm trying to do something in that field. For example, I'm going back to LA in July, and I'm just gonna be there for a couple of months until school reopens. Obviously, everything is online. But in my time there, I'm planning on collabing with my friend who already has a company, and just making different shirts that cater to movements. For example, currently we have the Black Lives Matter movement that's going on. So creating shirts for that and creating a lot of masks and donating those masks. So that's what I'm working on.
Very nice. And tell me something positive that has happened to you in this lockdown. How are you taking it?
Do you mean in quarantine?
Yes.
Yes. Something in quarantine that has been positive for me is just a lot of self growth. I was able to sit back and think about how privileged I am to be able to be in a comfortable home, to be able to have a laptop to pursue my education. I mean, so many people don't even have that. So it just made me realize and think about more ways in which I could give back to the community. Because if I'm able to, conduct even a Skype interview and have like a ring light, for example, that is such a privilege that people don't have during the time of quarantine. People are struggling. And yeah, it just made me really be grateful for all the things that I've had in my life.
Very nice. And I can see you're very fit. So can you tell us what's the secret? How did
So for me, yeah, obviously during quarantine, my routine has been a little, I think everybody's sleep schedule, workout schedule, everything has been a little messed up. But I
right?
really enjoy working out. When I was in LA, like even during college, I used to work out every day, almost every day. I do weight training. Not as much, not as much of a cardio person, so I just do a lot of like weight training. I love yoga, but I don't follow any routine in yoga. I just go on the mat and I do whatever stretches that make me feel most comfortable. I also love Zumba. So, I try to do something every single day because I just don't feel good in my body if I'm not active. So I practice clean eating. I love eating healthy. Obviously, I don't restrict myself. If I want like a chocolate or something, I'll go eat it. But mostly, it makes me feel good. More than about looking good, the most important thing is to feel good, right? So I do all of these things because they make me feel good.
And tell me, if you have to describe yourself in 3 words, how would you describe yourself?
In 3 words, I would say passionate, purposeful, and positive. Three
Wow.
P's.
And who has been your motivation? Like, who do you look up to?
I definitely look up to my family in lots of ways. And also, there are so many inspirational people in the world. So I look at a lot of successful people as well. They inspire me. For example, for fitness, like Hrithik Roshan inspires me for fitness. And in fashion, so many people like Sonam Kapoor. I really like Komal Pandey, and her creativity, her looks. But my family has obviously been my greatest moral support, and they've been with me through everything. So, yeah.
Very nice. And share some nice memories, like childhood memories with us. Some favorite memories of yours.
Yes, absolutely. So, obviously, we all had a lot of free time when we were younger. My favorite childhood memories are like being in Brazil, and that was just such a wonderful time because all of us were in the same place. Right now, my dad, he's a businessman, so he keeps traveling back and forth. But when we were in Brazil, we were on the same place, and it was just such a happy, carefree time. Another thing is we used to go on a lot of vacations when I was younger. Now everyone is more busy, so it's hard to do that. But yeah, vacationing with my family, exploring different places, making memories, that is definitely the highlight of my childhood.
Very nice. And can you share some incidents with your mom and your sister? I think you have one sibling, right? Can you share your
Yes.
relationship, how it is?
So I actually have two siblings, a brother and a sister. They're twins.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, double trouble. But yeah, one incident that is very recent actually, and it's associated with Miss Bharat. My sister and my mom both participated with me in Miss Bharat USA. My mom actually won Miss Bharat Elite First Runner Up, and my sister got the title of the next top model. So
Oh.
that was a really great experience because all of us were getting ready at the same time.
Huh?
Yeah, it was like a whole, it was like a family of with sashes and crowns. It was amazing. It was an amazing experience to be able to do that with my favorite women.
Yeah. And tell me more about your day routine. Like, what do you do in a day, like on normal
Yeah,
basis? How do you spend your
absolutely. Yeah. So during the week, I obviously have my online classes, and they're about 3 hours long. So it's a lot of workload. Fashion design is very intense. Aside from that, I really like to take time for myself and, clear my mind if I'm a little stressed about work. So I love talking to my friends. I think it's very important to keep talking to your friends during such a time when you're not able to go out and interact with anyone. So I definitely stay in touch with my loved ones constantly. And another thing that I do is I meditate in my own way. Like, I think it's very important for everyone to clear their head in their own way. Normal meditation actually doesn't work for me because my brain is too distracted. I start thinking about different things. So if I just sit there and close my eyes, that doesn't work for me. So I love listening to music and doing different chores. So I love just listening to music. It puts me in a really good mood. Working out obviously is a part of my daily routine. And yeah, spending time with my family, watching Bollywood movies. We've been watching a lot of Bollywood movies recently, so that's great. Yeah,
Right.
that's been my quarantine routine. It's pretty relaxed, I would say. Aside from schoolwork, which is stressful, it's pretty relaxed.
So, is there anything specific you do once you wake up in the morning? Any morning routine that you follow?
Yes. So recently, my friend, she sent me a 1 minute journal, my best friend, and it's like it has different, pages, different prompts. Like, for example, it basically means that everybody has at least 1 minute in their day where they can spare and really reflect on their life. So it has different questions like, what makes you happy? What made you sad today? What was one time when you had the most fun in your life? So different questions like that. So every day, and it comes with a little timer. So I flip the timer and I write down a page every day. So that is like my morning, and it makes me feel so good about starting off the day.
Very nice. And can you name something that you're the most grateful about?
I'm most grateful for the genuine people that I have in my life. I'm very lucky to be able to have some really genuine people. I believe in quality over quantity. You know, it's if you have even 3 amazing people in your life who support you, who motivate you, empower you, that says a lot more than a couple of friends who don't care about you that much. You know, so I'm so grateful every day for the people in my life.
Yeah, and your mom, I think she's pretty supportive also, right? Like she's the one I think
Very,
pushing for this.
very, very supportive. Yeah, she's the reason I did Miss Bharat in the first place. So yeah, she's incredibly supportive.
And can you tell us any, like, one of your most memorable moment in your life to date?
Most memorable moment. Wow, that's hard. I have a lot. I have a lot of memorable moments. I
I
would
think the
say,
winner will be the most, right?
sorry.
I think the winner, when you were announced the winner,
Definitely, I was just gonna say that when I was announced the winner, I remember walking on stage and finally, I mean, this is the first time in my life that I've achieved something on a large scale, you know? Obviously, doing well in school and little accomplishments like that are good, small competitions, but this is a title and this is a national title. So even winning Miss Bharat New England and then Miss Bharat USA, I would say both of those were defining moments in the recent years for me. It just made me feel very purposeful and like I have an actual responsibility now. So it was amazing.
very nice.
Yeah.
Right. So where do you see yourself in next 5 years? You're very young, I know.
Yeah, so I'm actually going to turn 20 this November, and that's crazy. I can't believe I'm going to be entering my 20s. But in the next 5 years, I hope to hopefully have my own label. If not, definitely be a very successful fashion designer, fashion entrepreneur. And I really hope to do something major with my title, participate in more pageants, of course, and give back to the community in a big way.
Yes, that's really nice. So one thing I have seen that you have been a winner twice, but it's not always that we win, right? Sometimes you must have faced failure sometime in your life. So how do you face rejections? How do you take that? Like I want you to send out a positive note to everyone.
Of course, yeah. So although, yes, I did win the overall titles, I did win twice. But you know what? During the competition, I didn't know whether I was going to win, right? And I had
Right.
certain rounds where I kind of like critiqued myself. I was like, oh no, that didn't go that well. For example, I remember my Miss Bharat USA talent round. I felt like I could have done more. I feel like I could have done it better, maybe choreographed it better. So simple things like that. And we're our biggest critiques, of course, always. So I think that dealing with that is just reassuring yourself that you can do better next time. And just because you failed something doesn't mean you stop doing it at all. You know,
Correct.
it just means, okay, now you know how to be better. Now you know that you have something to work towards. So I just think the biggest thing is never stop believing in yourself, because as long as you don't stop believing in yourself, people won't either, you know? So
So
that's the
true.
biggest thing. Yeah.
Very nice, very nice. I think this will really help everyone around us. So let's go to the rapid fire and let's make this very nice, okay?
Sure, let's
So,
do it.
yeah, 10 questions, okay? So
Okay.
your favorite book?
My favorite book, I like Flight to Freedom right now.
Okay. Your favorite actor?
Hrithik Roshan.
Favorite movie?
Favorite movie, Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum is a classic.
Oh, wow. And your favorite color?
Red.
Me too. So your favorite TV show?
My favorite TV show is The Office.
Okay. Your favorite dessert?
Favorite dessert would be flan.
Nice. And your favorite makeup product?
Lipstick.
Favorite clothing brand?
Zara.
Favorite perfume?
Yves Saint Laurent.
Nice. And any like fragrance specific you are about?
I think it's called Monde de Paris or something like that. It's really good. Yeah.
Should try it out. And your best friend?
My best friend is my friend Nihal.
Neha. Okay. And when is your birthday?
November 2nd, 2000.
Nice. Very nice. Thank you. That was a really nice round. And do you have any message to girls who would like to participate in pageants?
Yes, I actually really do. One big thing I'm going to say is it is not all about looks. It is, especially Miss Bharat is one platform that looks at who you are as a person. It's not about looks, it's about confidence, it's about how much you believe in yourself and the message that you carry. So to anyone out there who has misconceptions about pageants, it's not always about looks. It is almost never, especially in Miss Bharat, it is never about looks. So give it a shot, stand up for yourself, stand up for others, and trust me, it'll be worth it.
Very nice. That was a beautiful message, Sheetal. And do you have any Instagram handle that you would like to share?
Yes, so you can find me on Instagram at Sheetal Krovi. So SHEETAL KROVI. That's it. That's my Instagram handle. You can find me there.
Sure. Very nice. So any viewers who would like to connect with Sheetal, please go to her Instagram.
Absolutely.
And if anyone wants to connect with me, you can find me on at livelifeinstyle_Sneha, or you can even find me as Sneha Vishal on Facebook. Thank you. Sheetal, it was a lovely, lovely, lovely interview with you. And thank you so much to coming on my show.
Thank you.
Special thanks to Janakji, Rashmiji, and My Dream Entertainment. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your wonderful questions.